Hey guys, and welcome back to the Money Game with AC. So what the hell does happen during after hours? If you say, for example, AMC right here, you will see that after hours, the stock is trading or trades or closed, 9 cents below the actual closing price on last Thursday, given the fact that Friday was Good Friday and the US markets were closed. So in this video, I'm going to quickly go over actually what does happen during after hours and how it may affect the trading into a specific stock, especially with AMC case. All right, so after hours tradings, it's the time frame after the market close at 3:30 central time. You do have 1 hour where you can still buy or sell securities, but it's very risky just because the fact that this is not an option given to every market participants like it is the case during market hours, the regular market hours, from 8:30 central to 3 central time. So basically, you do have less more volume, and because you do have less more volume, and also the fact that initially this specific time frame was just dedicated to investors with big pockets like institutional banks, hedge funds, insurance company, or mutual funds. Okay, because of that, there is a lot more risky because the swing into the price are much more bigger than during the market hours, because the liquidity, meaning the ability to face or get someone that will pay the price which you're willing to either buy or sell, it's less likely than it is the case during the regular market hours. So because of that, the volatility and the risk is much more higher. But in order to allow you the option of of trading, meaning buying or selling any security during after hours, you need to check with your brokerage account, because your brokerage account might not give you, or you might not have checked that option that will allow you to use ECNs, electronic communication network. That is basically how we do negotiate during the after hours when the markets are closed. Okay, so with internet and all the investment within the technology nowadays, people having that option through their brokerage account will then have the ability to do, but it wasn't the case, as I mentioned, few years ago, because it was really dedicated to either people with, high net worth investors or institutionals. So just keep that in mind. Now, depending on whether a news will be released or something will be a market mover, you will see the price of a security jump or really dip during after hours, just because those investors having that option to trade after hours will either react, they'll react differently. Sometimes they will overreact on the positive note, which in case you might see the price jumping to 10% after hours, maybe because the earnings were exceeding the expectations of those investors or the market in general. And then you might have a news that is not that positive and maybe negative, and then those will also react and the share price will dip. But keep also in mind that the fact that, or whatever happens into extended hours or after hours, doesn't necessarily translate into what will happen into the next trading session, because that overreaction might be corrected by, corrected by those same investors, because they will realize, after digesting the news, that there might have been an overreaction. But usually it will give you an indication, the after hour price will give you an indication of how the market has reacted or is taking in any information that is potentially, that has a huge potential to move the share price, of AMC. Now, specific to AMC, given the fact that it's a highly shorted stock, with such hedge funds attacking the share price so far, that's why sometimes you will see the share price tanking during the regular market hours, like maybe 15% or 10%, and then after hours it will dip even more, because the hedge funds will be in control, given the fact that they have deep pockets and they are attacking the share price with a lot more capital than us, the retail funds, or any other institutional fund. So, and sometimes the opposite will also be true with, when the buying pressure is much more bigger than the selling pressure, included with the shorts and the hedge funds, then you will see the share price of AMC getting up to maybe 5%, 8%, or even 10%, after hours. So that's basically what does happen, during the after hours market session. It's not that of a magical thing if you thought it's such. I mean, it is that that simple. But again, the fact that it is there are more investors, meaning less volume, so the volatility is higher and the swing price are even higher. So keep that in mind whenever you want to buy, because you are not allowed to buy at market. You're allowed to buy at limit price, which is really whatever price the other party, whether you want to buy or sell, is willing to sell you the price, whether it's AMC stock or any other stock out there in the market. All right, guys, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. Until then, take care. Bye bye.